Yo, welcome back to the Bueno Boys podcast. I believe this is episode 6.
Episode 5. I think it's 5.
Episode 5.
We're losing track and we're not even that far.
But staying consistent. We really like doing this, and just going to start off the podcast by shouting out everybody that listens to it. You know who you are, all the people that send Snapchats, DMs, Jameson, shout out to Dev. If you're a listener, hit us up. You know, we want to know that you're out there tuning in to the Bueno Boys podcast.
Shout out Julia and her boyfriend DeMarco.
There you go. Yeah, we appreciate you guys' support. Honestly, we're just kind of putting these out there, not really pushing it to anybody.
Yeah.
But it's coming soon. Once we get that going, prepare for the spam. But for now, we really like enjoying this stuff, and we really like hearing their feedback.
So, Dro. One thing on the last podcast, I said I always wear fake jerseys. Today, this one's a real one. All my actual teams that I like, I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan.
For those listening on SoundCloud,
this is a real jersey. Camera, look at this. Shout out Dirk.
Number 41.
Shout out Dirk Nowitzki.
Real jersey.
There we go.
What'd you do this weekend? How was your weekend?
It was a good weekend. I actually had to DJ. This whole month, I'm actually booked up. So for me, it's just DJing.
Hold on. Did you get the Red Bull?
I didn't even ask for it.
I
completely forgot.
Bro, I went to Main Street on Friday? Yeah. I went to Main Street on Friday, and I dropped off some Red Bull. And I texted him, too. I was like, hey, like, you're working tonight, right? And, like, you're DJing? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool, dude, because I just dropped off a bunch of Red Bull. Like, let them, like, tell them.
Forgot.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, like, I told them to save you some. So, like, when you get there, just, like, be like, hey, like, you guys got Red Bull for me. And he was like, yeah, all right, cool.
I probably would have, like, I should have saved them, because at the end of the day, like,
I'm
I don't really like
never doing that for him again.
Yeah.
No.
It's probably still there, low-key.
It probably is.
But yeah, I DJed Friday at Main Street. It was whatever. It's all right. And then Saturday I did SEL. That was fun. It was good.
Good crowd today?
Good crowd. Yeah, it was busy.
Royal Oak's always pretty hot, though.
It's hard to have a bad day there, but how was yours? I know you went out.
I didn't do anything Friday. Did I do anything Friday? I didn't do anything Friday. Saturday, I wasn't planning on going out. I ended up going to Annex. And I think from what I've been told, and like I think I agree with this, I think everyone agrees with this, Annex is cool, but if you don't have a booth, it's really not that great.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah, I know like a lot of the guys that DJ there, and they're all really good DJs and everything, but it's a club where it's focused on booth service.
And let me tell you one other thing.
Yeah.
No offense to the DJ who was there, bro. He wasn't very good.
Not a fan?
He was not good. I mean, he was playing some like rap songs that were good, but then he cut it off when it was getting to the really good part, and then he played something else. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just, I don't know. It's just something way about how he was doing. He was like, he was all right.
Yeah.
Is Annex in
Detroit?
Yeah. Isn't level 2 is like that too, right? Like booths. It's like all booths.
Yeah, level 2 is also like booths, like revolved around that. But there's still like a tiny, like I don't want to say like dance floor, but there's like a section when you can hang out.
Yeah. What I was gonna say? So, but before I went out, I went to a new place. It's only been open for a month. It's down in Partridge Creek. It's called Burgerfin. Now listen to the. Have you ever heard of it?
Is this where Blackfin used to be?
No, Burgerfin is in Partridge Creek. I don't know what used to be there. No clue.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was because you ever been to Max and Irma's?
Yeah,
a bunch of them.
So it used to be there?
No, it's not there. I thought it was, but no, it's not there. But so Burgerfin, this is their concept. This is their concept, and it was like kind of weird because I've never been to a place where this is their main concept.
Mm-hmm.
So their main food is burgers and sushi. Burgerfin. It makes sense, right? The name makes sense, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But like it's a bar, and like it's that Keno, dude. And usually Keno is like a dive. You know what Keno is?
Oh yeah, dude. I love Keno.
Yeah. Who doesn't, honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
But it's like more like a shitty dive bar type thing. But like it was a really nice bar, and they had Keno. I'm like, all right.
Keno's usually like either dive bars or bowling alleys.
Doesn't Charlie love Keno?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a Keen fiend.
Margaret also likes Keno. Keen fiends, baby.
But
God.
yeah, no, but it's also in the east side, like pretty far down Hall Road. So Nah, dude, the sliders were pretty fire. The sushi was good.
So you had sushi and a
sliders.
burger or sliders.
2 sliders, yeah. Weird
That's
combo,
such
right?
a weird combo.
But
What
dude.
kind of sushi?
Yeah, depends.
Yeah.
So they had like 8 different rolls that I saw on the menu. My 2 friends, they both got California rolls. I tried them, pretty good. I had this thing called a Las Vegas roll, where it was the outside was deep fried. The inside had avocado, shrimp, and cream cheese. Dude, they were big fucking rolls. I couldn't finish it, dude. I was
8
stuffed.
pieces or 6, probably
8
8
pieces.
right? Yeah, and
8
then
pieces?
2 sliders.
So you slapped 8 pieces
Of some
of
pretty
sushi.
solid round
Some
sushi,
LA rolls.
about like this big, yeah.
Yeah, once they fried them, they get like
Nice.
double in size.
and then you got 2 sliders.
And the sliders were pretty like they were about $3 each, but they were pretty solid size.
Was it like bar sliders or like
A little bit
like
more
legit
gourmet.
a little
sliders?
bit bigger than bar sliders,
Yeah.
but no, dude, it's like it's bar food, but it's
But it
good.
slaps.
It slaps.
Oh man.
So
Damn.
pretty
I wanna
weird
go
concept.
there.
I enjoyed it, dude. It was.
Did you get a beer?
I didn't drink because I wasn't planning on going out.
Oh.
But then I get a DM on Instagram saying, "Hey, come out for my birthday." I'm like, shit. Okay, I'll just come to the pregame. I get to the pregame, and people are like, "Oh, why aren't you going out?" I'm like, "Because I don't want to go out."
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, it was like, "Bro, I got an extra seat in my car. If you don't want to Uber there or drive there," I'm like,
Next thing I know, I'm picking
And then
Ed
next
at
thing-
4 in the
next-
morning.
yeah. Shout out Alejandro. He picked me up and 2 friends up from Annex
Yep.
or Detroit at like 4 a.m. after he was done DJing. So shout out
Oh,
him.
God.
Because that
Yeah.
Uber would have been $120 split between 3
Well, because
people.
75 is closed, like
Yeah,
heading
it
south
is.
and
Yeah.
north. So that's why Ubers are super expensive right now because
Yeah.
they take forever to get to your destination. So then Ed hits me up. I was done DJing. And also his daylight savings,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
So we
once
chose
they
an
once they
hour.
hit 2 o'clock at the club,
it went
It
to
was
3.
3.
went to 3 right
So
away.
we lost an hour of partying.
Not really because it closed at 2.
Closed at 2.
I mean, unless if you continued to the
Hey,
after
but
party.
you're continuing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So then I picked them up at like 3:30, but technically it was like 2:30. Actually, like 3:45.
yeah.
Scooped them up and then took everyone else home. But yeah, was it fun though? Tell me about the pregame because I saw you guys were playing a game.
Oh, we're playing beer hockey.
Okay, I never
Um,
played beer hockey. How does that work?
So
I saw like a cardboard and then you write on it,
So- no.
or that was another game you guys were
That
playing.
was probably a different game. Maybe
Okay.
it was before I got there pretty late. I was one of the
Oh,
last
okay,
people to
okay,
show
okay.
up. So you played beer hockey. Dude. Everyone just has their cups. Someone spins a quarter, and then whoever spun the quarter, they call out a name. They can call out their own name too, and then everyone else just blocks their cup, and whoever's name gets called out, they have to shoot the, like almost like it's a hockey puck with their fingers,
Okay,
and they have to hit the cup. If they
Okay.
don't hit the cup, then whatever. But if your cup gets hit,
you gotta
you
drink.
drink until the quarter stops spinning.
Oh,
Well, how do you hit someone's cup if they
you like
block
flick it,
You flick
flick
it,
the
or
quarter.
like you just.
but they can't move their cup.
You can't move the cup. You can block it though.
So you can
Okay.
move your hands.
You can move your hands to block the shot. You
So
just
I'll put my whole
So
fucking
you
cast
sit in a
the way,
circle
bro.
then.
yeah, or like on a table. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many drinking games out there now.
Top 5 drinking games. What's your favorite drinking game? What's your go-to?
I really like beer pong.
Okay, who doesn't?
Beer pong's great.
How about you, Jake?
My favorite drinking game?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's that
No,
one?
I don't really drink much anymore. And I think the one game that I like is Rage Cage.
That's the
Okay.
what's okay. That's the one
Rage
that's
Cage is
kind of like new to me. I don't know if it's
You know what?
Is Rage Cage the same as Stack Up?
yes.
Okay, then yeah,
It's-
no, it's
yeah,
fun.
it's
It's
like
fun.
the same
Stack Up
thing.
is
Okay,
fun.
it's
yeah,
a fun
Rage-
game.
You still like clap and everything, right?
No, we don't
Oh,
clap and
no.
Stack Up.
It's a
We don't
little
do
it's
that.
a little different. So it's like
Everybody
Rage,
just kind of has like
Rage
different
Cage is
rules.
like you kind of like everybody just like stood around like the table or whatever.
Okay.
And then
you have all the cups in the
you
middle.
all have your cups
You
and
continue to
everything,
the-
and then
yeah.
Rage Cage. So it's kind of like, yeah, you just like get the ball, you just kind
Mhm.
of fucking throw it at people and everything, but like you're like clapping and like screaming the entire time. So like it's like very like you don't know when like it's gonna come to you
Yeah.
because like everyone's fucking yelling and like you
Right.
just kind of get really confused.
Mhm.
So it's like more intense than
Then
I
Stack
guess
Up.
Stack
Stack
Cup,
Up.
but it's pretty
Stack
much the
Up's
same
cool.
thing.
What about you?
I love Flip Cup. However, there's
I was
some
gonna
day
tell you
I'm
something
usually
about Flip Cup.
9 times out of 10
Flip
I'm
Cup's
usually
good.
really good at Flip Cup, but it's not fun and I'm just like for some reason I'm just not
Here's-
getting it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Here's my thing with
Cup's
Flip Cup.
If your
You
teammate-
play 2 rounds and then everybody's done. That always tends to happen, I feel like. You do 2 rounds and then everybody just kind of like starts like walking away, and then you can't continuously play Flip Cup for more than 20 minutes, and I can guarantee you this. I just feel like it always happens at every pregame party or whatever.
However, I also love stack cup variations where like if it's a pool party and you're like, all right, swim across the fucking pool.
Okay, that's actually
jump out of the pool.
No,
if
we actually
flip the cup, once your cup is down, next person.
If we're gonna talk about like the best one, I think that's the best one.
That one's fun.
It's actually
That's
legit. But that's like another one where you can only get maybe like 2 or 3 rounds in, and then everybody's just kind of gassed out.
Yeah, a lot of us aren't swimmers, bro. Yeah,
Shout out to Joseph. You know who you are. I don't know if you were there at that one party where he couldn't swim at Jordan's.
I was not there.
See, I can't swim. I would dog that.
You can't swim.
No, I can't swim.
I guess I should have
I can
laughed.
try making it. I can swim in a pool though. Like that's different. Like I can try and force my way.
But if there's
outside.
nothing under you, you can't like maintain yourself above water.
No.
Okay.
Thunder's a good. I like
I live
Thunder.
in Michigan.
Fucked up.
When you're with a group of the bush, Thunder's fun.
Okay, Thunderstruck, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thunderstruck. Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah. That's a fun one. What about Zoomy?
Never played that.
Never heard of
Never heard of that.
It's like so that's actually the one where you're clapping. That I like switched it.
That's like when you clap your hands and you do signals.
Clap, zoomy, and then you clap, and then you go like 8, 8, 9, 9, and then like everybody has like a number. So it's like if you say 8 and like you're 9, I say, or no, you have a number. You call someone else's number. So if I say like 8, 8, and then like you're 8, you have to say like 9, 9, or like 10, 10 or whatever. And then if you fuck up and like you don't like, or you do it like not soon enough, then like you get fucked.
You get fucked.
Like, slam your drink.
7, 11 or doubles. It's another game with dice, and that one actually gets you really disgustingly drunk. Also, Titanic.
I've never played Titanic.
For those who are
have
listening,
a beer.
there's a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
circling
you
around.
put like a beer and then a shot half full with liquor. You let it kind of like float, and then everybody takes turns pouring a little bit in there. So then, if you sink the shot glass, you have to chug whatever liquor with beer is in there, and it's called Titanic.
I did that at a staff bonding with my work.
Yeah,
we did it with what's the like. Not trying to be racist,
Jaeger.
but it's like an Asian sake
bomb.
Yeah,
sake bombs.
Dude,
yeah,
we did that with
Sake
sake, and it sucked though.
Yeah, I mean
we
you're
were
drinking
just chugging
beer and
that
liquor.
shit, and then we started doing that, and then we were putting all kinds of shit in there.
Right.
Which one last thing about drinking games? I personally like all the ones that involve like cards. I like card games.
Those are also
but like most of the time I don't even know it because everyone has different rules, house rules. I'm willing to
like
learn.
Waterfall. Waterfall's a good one.
What's the when you have to like you flip your cards out and whoever matches,
I don't know that
you
one.
have to go again.
Oh, I know what I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Until someone has the higher card.
Beer
you
dice
have to take.
Too.
You have to take that many shots.
There's just so
many. We did that in
games
Vegas,
out there.
dude. We went 4 times, me and someone else, and I lost. I had to take 4 shots of what is it, Club Canadian?
Yeah.
Canadian Club, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like all these games, like if you have good people that like to play them, it's fun. Other than that, just stick to Rage Cage or Stack Cup
beer
and
pong.
Beer pong. That's the best.
Tables usually aren't dying out.
Yeah.
So the highlight of both our weekends was we had a pretty wild time at our rec soccer game.
So
jeez.
Should I kick it off?
Well, first of all, after winning the league last session, we're off to a rough start. We lost to a team that was pretty good in their first game, 3-2. Then we lost this last Sunday to a team that's pretty garbage.
The most garbage team we've ever played. Let's be
we
honest.
played much worse. We beat them 8-0 in the last session.
9-0.
9-0 in the last session, and we lost 3-2.
We lost 3-2, but long story short, we were up 2-1. These guys got destroyed by another team that we know. They destroyed them like last week. It was like 12-0. So then they did some recruiting to play against us because their season was probably going to go that way. And let's just say they had complete new players, so it was a complete new different team we've never played before. We ended up in the last 2 minutes, it was 2-1. Long story short, we fumbled the game. They ended up scoring a goal. We tried to get another goal in as fast as we could before the minute ends.
It was pretty boneheaded mistakes on how they scored both. It was like pretty common soccer errors that should not have happened.
And then the second goal they scored, and we ended up losing with 2 seconds left. I'm in the side because I had just taken a corner kick, and they ended up fucking coming back from that. And I'm just watching this unfold, and it's these kids are celebrating like it's the World Cup. They're running around like psychos, taking their shirts off. Mind you,
did they actually do that?
Yeah, there's kids. Some kid ran in front of my face, yelling like if he had just won the World Cup. I'm telling you.
Here's the other thing. They haven't won a game in maybe 3 sessions. They're this bad.
This is but
they've
their first,
improved. They finally got sick of losing.
Recruited and they.
But They were complaining the entire game, and I'm like, how can you be so bad but then bitch the entire game? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they were like this one guy that easily weighed maybe like 105 pounds, just kept complaining to all the like our teammates, and it was really funny to see. Even the ref told him like, stop complaining.
Dude, he yelled at his own teammates, and I could tell they were getting annoyed of him too. This kid was just talking all game.
Right, probably the kid that's fronting the money too.
Yeah.
So then they scored the final goal, ran to our sideline.
Which they should never have done. Score the goal, celebrate with your teammates. Don't run at us. We weren't even saying anything.
We
were just in disbelief we lost.
We were just like really we were kind of like laughing at the fact that we fumbled the game.
We fumbled the game.
Like, wow.
And then we're obviously a little bit frustrated, but like they ran to us. We were just minding our own business.
And then the kid that ran up to us, he started patting our players' chests. And he kept saying, hold this L or have fun losing or this is what you get or something like that. And then he clearly did it to the wrong person he should have done. And he didn't hesitate. One of our players just straight swung at him, cracked him in the jaw.
I wonder who did that.
I'll tell you after the pod. I don't want to put him on blast.
Oh, yeah, right. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay.
If you hear that name, you cut that out. But cracked him in the jaw, and then this is when when like shit's hitting the fan, you black out.
Yeah, no, because everything happened so fast. As fast as it happened, it ended. Yeah. Now let me tell you something. Okay, if you can't tell, a fight broke out. Fists were flying.
Yeah. But
it happened so quickly, and it ended as fast as it started.
It must have lasted at like 20 seconds, if that.
But you know what the funny thing is? So this obviously isn't the first fight that Ultimate Soccer Arenas has ever seen at their arenas. Yeah. We've seen a fight where, I remember that one time we saw a fight and like the security guards came out with like
tasers and stuff.
Tasers, but they didn't even go for their taser. They straight out brought out the gun that they had.
That's what I think. I'm telling you, I've seen guns on these security guards, and some of my teammates continue to say, "No, bro. What do you mean they're not going to be bringing guns?"
Yeah, because the fights.
Some of these guys get pretty hostile.
They get hostile, yes.
So
especially when you start dealing with the super foreign men.
Yeah,
dude.
like the guys
testosterone flies high.
But so the security guard shows up, and then he's kind of like.
Wait, a security guard showed up?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a regular work. No, that dude wasn't a security. I didn't see any security guard show up for us.
Really? No, he was the one that was by the goal. He just was hiding.
Oh, are you talking about? Are we talking about the fight that we saw? You know which one I'm talking about, right?
No, the fight that we saw. Yeah. The security guard showed up and everything. They showed up in like a
and like their like scuffle lasted for a solid 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah. So that was actually a good brawl.
They were brawling for a solid 5 minutes. Like they'd break apart and then they start going back at each other, and then they stop, and then going back at each other.
Ours lasted 20 seconds,
and it only went back, and then once it was done, we're just like, damn, that was stupid. Because I think they acknowledged that they shouldn't have like ran up to us
because they learned right away. Once that kid got cracked in the face, he like stood in disbelief, like, wow, I just got annihilated.
I just got fucking wrecked.
Then he started getting taken away by his boy. And then someone continued to punch and land 6 face shots.
Wait, was it the same kid?
Yeah, same kid.
Wait. So our boy cracked him,
and then he
got cracked again.
Yeah, he was like in disbelief, but then he charged at him, and then that's when his boy like kept pushing him apart. But one of our teammates kept swinging and kept popping him in the face.
Bro, what
this is in front of my eyes. I kid you not. This is all you could hear.
Wait, I thought it was okay.
Sounds like you're being your meat, but
wait, first of all, I didn't know it was the same kid.
Same kid.
So he got cracked by 2 different people.
Hold on. So then, once he was pulled apart, just in enough time, he got thrown to like the side, and then everybody was kind of like stopping. One of our other players came running from the opposite side of the field, full force. Now, mind you, this is the first kid that he had encountered that like. At the beginning of the game kept talking shit. So he already had enough. So one of our teammates, the same kid that got just cracked, not 6 times, but 7 by the first initial punch, gets laid out, like just full-blown tackle body to body. This happens next to me. I literally heard this kid's soul leave his body and go fuck off. Like this kid's body's on the floor. I'm just like, holy fucking shit. I'm just kind of pulling people apart. I didn't really want to get involved and not to like boost myself up or my teammates up, but our teammates were at least double the size of all these kids.
They had maybe 2 kids that were about our size.
And those big kids weren't even doing anything. They actually were the ones pulling away all the other little guys.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason we really didn't get involved, because we just decided, you know what? They stopped once they realized they were just going to get their shit rocked.
And also, I think they realized that they were happy they won. It was like, why did we run up to these kids?
No, they learned their lesson.
Why did we?
They shouldn't have done that, and they learned right away. That's why it lasted 20 seconds, because they knew that they weren't going to be able to make a comeback with it. And to be honest with you, like,
it wasn't worth it.
Like, it wasn't worth it.
Like,
I'll always say, like, fighting isn't worth it unless you generally have to, if you're fighting for something that matters or your life. Because
they ran up to
us.
They ran up to us, and they looked like they were ready to throw hands themselves.
No,
dude.
they just didn't know what they thought that we weren't going to do anything. And when he messed with the wrong person, that obviously, like, if you tap someone's chest and you tell them hold this L, and
you keep your hands. First of all, keep your hands to yourself. You don't.
First of all, just go celebrate in your corner and leave. But at the end of the day, they asked for what they deserve, and then they got for what they deserve. So at this point, I mean, you needed to kind of just give them a little taste of their own medicine that they were asking for. But
hey, man, sometimes you gotta do what you got.
But it was really funny when they like immediately knew that they were just gonna get their shit rocked.
I'm just a little disappointed that Ultimate Soccer Arenas didn't think we're hostile enough for them to bring out a real security guard. Because the dude they brought out, dude, he was a regular worker.
He was a regular worker, but I guarantee you he had a fucking taser in him somewhere.
Oh, probably.
Maybe. But
then it was also really late night, so they probably thought last game of the night, whatever.
And like, we have no history of actually getting in a brawl, and neither do they, because they always lose every game.
No, I don't want to like judge kids, but like these kids, you would never think that they were gonna fight someone. That's the thing.
Yeah.
These are the kids that I lose to in Fortnite.
Yes. So imagine that we lost a ninja. We fucking lost a ninja.
We lost a bunch of like man. So long story short, shout out to the refs actually for the first time kind of being on our side, because they came up to us and they were like, you know, I'm gonna have to hand out like 8 red cards to everyone. And when you get a red card in these rec leagues, you can't play the following week. So essentially, you kind of screw the team if you're hanging out 8 red cards. You kind of have to.
We would forfeit the next game
because we wouldn't have had enough guys if we didn't find Andy.
And if we forfeit the game, we get a $100 fine at Ultimate for not showing for forfeiting a game.
The refs, just shout out to the refs.
Really?
Yeah, you get because it's wasting time for everyone and everything. So shout out to the refs for just kind of having a talk with us. And he was like, "Listen, I kind of have to enforce some rules here, and if I don't, then you guys are going to do it again." But seeing that they're going to do the same thing, he's like, I don't really want to screw both of your teams over, but I know that you guys are the bigger persons because they celebrated like little kids when they won the World Cup thinking that they did. You know what I mean? And he was like, so just, you can't be doing shit like that. And we were just like, no worries.
No, that's the other thing. Dude, if you ever seen any World Cup celebration, they don't run to the opposing team. They run to each other.
In sports, listen.
They don't talk shit to the other team. They're so in disbelief that they won.
And you know what's another thing? It's because they probably never played high school sports, so they were never taught sportsmanship.
They had maybe 3 kids that were definitely like solid. They definitely played before. Yeah.
And there were the kids that were not fighting or doing anything because they knew they just won this game is meaningless at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we're paying to play these games.
And we're just playing to win a T-shirt.
Yeah. That's literally what we're doing for it. Because when you rock the tee, you know you won. But yeah, like these kids just didn't know sportsmanship, and in my opinion, you just don't do that because one day you lose and you know how that shit feels. So why would you make someone else feel like that?
Right.
I mean, here and there, if you shit talk, it's good to talk shit back. But I mean, fighting someone and touching someone, especially with this Roni virus happening,
especially in a rec league.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we've talked enough about that unfortunate occurrence.
But we will come back.
Sunday. Are we gonna come back to it?
Yeah, we still got 4 more games. We can win out 4-2.
Oh yeah. No. We want to end strong. But yeah, so there's last week we talked about the coronavirus, saying I was at a level out of a scale 1 to 10 how worried I was. I said I was a 2. Dro said it's 0. 100% it's gone up, dude.
Really?
So
yeah, dude. So a lot of news has happened. I'm at a 5 now. 5 out of 10 on the I'm worried about the coronavirus. Just today, the Ivy League had canceled their college basketball tournament. I know you heard some things about other things being canceled by the coronavirus.
Yeah, so like to list them off, in Italy, there can't be any fans anymore at any stadiums for any soccer games until like April 3rd, and that might get extended. So basically, imagine just playing in an empty stadium. That's like one huge one. Another one, I don't know if you've noticed, but like players don't shake hands anymore, really. Mm-hmm. Same for soccer. They just kind of like walk by and, you know. Yeah. Ultra Music Festival got canceled. I think that's like the big one here in the U.S. as of yet. And then Coachella might get canceled.
There's Ultra got canceled. There's EDC got canceled.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, Miami's still going to have their Miami Music Week, which is a week where they have a bunch of DJs show up to the city. They play parties. They play Ultra. Miami Music Week is still happening. The thing is, Miami does not like Ultra Music Festival. They've tried moving them plenty of times.
Yeah.
They just hate the fact that there's a bunch of kids going down there doing a bunch of drugs, partying, and getting wild. Miami doesn't like it. So they were kind of like easy to call that off. But here's my argument to this.
Okay.
You cancel these festivals, which attract maybe 50,000 kids, but you don't shut down Disney. Think about that one.
I think Disney is shut down.
I don't think they're not shut down yet.
Hold on.
Look it up, Ed.
Look that up because I don't think Disney's shut down, but nobody's at Disney because
well, they don't shut it down, but like I think
there's like reports, students, like all the time limits for all the rides are like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So like
which if you go to Disney or know
that just goes to show like
90+ minutes.
That just goes to show Miami doesn't really want like the city of Miami does not like Ultra Music Festival because they're leaving other places that attract thousands and thousands of people to their place, which is like Disney. So
yeah, I
don't think Disney World in Florida isn't closed yet.
It's not closed, but I don't think anyone's really going there.
I mean, but that's the thing though. They should close. There's still people like because all right. So like it's actually very very cheap right now to travel.
100%.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking.
There's people taking trips, chef.
If you go on a fucking cruises, dude. How many cruises have you ever heard promote themselves besides Caribbean? Like the Caribbean cruises.
Not a lot.
Like, I've never heard
I
any
usually
other,
only see
so then the other ones are
you never
promoting
see any other cruise line ever like having to do that. Now like they're desperate, you know.
Well, yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, like they need to give away these trips out because they're not getting booked.
Yeah.
Hey man, that man Donald Trump said once the weather gets warm, he said the coronavirus will die off. I don't know how. He's not a scientist, obviously.
Honestly,
but...
though, like I'm still at a like 2.
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
1 or 2 because honestly, dude, like the coronavirus has a 4% kill rate. So like, and the flu has 10%.
Apparently, men are more susceptible to dying from the coronavirus
Dude, men are more
than
susceptible
women.
to a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's just like
I think everybody's like. I understand we should definitely like be concerned about it, but I think a lot of people are going way overboard with it. Like it's like with Ebola and the swine flu, like that was such a bigger epidemic that people freaked the fuck out about, but we did not cancel nearly half the shit that we have now.
It's just a lot of people are using an excuse.
I think it's different because there's more people that are getting infected with this.
I mean, yeah, but like
but wasn't like Ebola just in?
Though. That's the thing is they're not dying.
Asia.
Just in Africa.
Like very
just in
small
Africa?
percentage.
In Europe, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. People are freaking out also because, like, I guess it takes 14 days to find out if you have it or not.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that, like, if one person is infected and he doesn't even know it, he could, like, infect everybody wherever he is, and they won't know it until 14 days.
Let me just say something.
Chinese labs.
So you guys ever seen a movie where it's like the premise of the movie is that like a contagion is like gonna destroy the world? You've probably all seen a movie like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to get the coronavirus right now and just get it over with. No, hear me out. Hear me out.
You didn't say something wild.
No, I already texted you about this. Yeah, I already texted you about this. So, eventually, the scientists are gonna come up with a cure for coronavirus, but by then it'll be too late. The
mutation.
The fucking virus is gonna mutate.
Everyone's gonna be like,
and it'll be a new strain. So if I get the original strain right now, it'll be just like a flu shot, you know? I'll already be exposed to the original strain of the coronavirus.
The OG-roni.
So once the coronavirus mutates, I'll be okay because I already had the original strain.
Like,
does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I get that.
I guess if we're all gonna get it, then might as well get it now. You're saying?
Yeah, get it now when it's like it's still like a B-level disease, C-level disease.
Have you guys heard of confirmed cases in Michigan yet, or no?
Not that I know of.
This chick that was in my class like an hour ago was like, yeah, there was 3 cases at my hospital.
What hospital does she work at?
Creighton down the road.
No, I actually don't know. I think it's in like Bloomfield.
So for those listeners, if you don't listen to the podcast and you're from Michigan, then we're based in Michigan.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've had any news confirming any Roni virus, but wasn't it in Chicago already? Dude, Chicago isn't that far out.
No, I'm seeing a couple articles saying people are being tested for coronavirus in Michigan already.
Texas has it.
Oh, they're the third most. California has a lot too.
Ed's land is getting infected.
Mm-hmm.
Cali. I think the scary cities is like New York.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would be like the one where people would actually lose their shit. Okay, here's my question. Why is there a shortage of toilet paper for this shit?
Because everyone's buying all their stuff so they don't have to go out to the grocery store as much.
Correct, but why is
Makes
toilet
sense.
paper and paper towel the one thing people are focusing? I've
Because-
just realized people are talking
because people
about
don't want to
that.
wipe their ass with fucking their hand. I don't know what if they run out of toilet paper and paper towel. What are they gonna clean and wipe their ass with?
Leaves. You just go outside and grab some leaves.
Bro, they're gonna have fucking.
Is that really the reason why they're buying that
Hunters
shit?
and gatherers, man.
Those,
How the fuck do you
those
think
are
they
one of
wipe
like
their ass?
those are essentials 100%.
Well,
Because like swamp ass
you
is,
can, like-
is even worse than coronavirus.
Swamp
so.
ass is worse than coronavirus, but I think I don't know if you guys have seen videos. Look them up of people actually pretending it's like Black Friday when it comes to toilet paper.
Dude,
and
Costco's
stuff.
going crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
there's people
Costco,
actually
Sam's
pulling
Club,
each other
yeah.
away, like fighting each other for toilet paper. It's just like, dude,
Also,
wash your hands.
another reason I'm more worried about the coronavirus is O.J. Simpson. He tweeted out a picture of himself in front of a Costco, with a fucking mask to protect himself. You know,
Man,
saying
OG.
he just took a picture like stocking up for the coronavirus. So if
He
O.J.
already got out
Simpson,
of jail.
no, bro, he got out of jail. The man's just been on Twitter like he's a meme at this point. But yeah,
100%.
you never see any of his videos?
I think I have, but like,
I don't know. All I gotta say about O.J. Simpson,
I have to look into it.
if he didn't have all that baggage of like obviously murdering 2 people but not getting convicted for it, he would already be on TV doing like NFL analysis.
100%.
Well, yeah.
Dude, so
Most
many
likely.
like, there's got to be a couple like networks that are like itching to hire him, but they know they can't
It's
because
social suicide.
because it's fucking O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, it's social
But, like,
suicide.
Or what if it's like it's one of those reverse things where it's like you put OJ and you get more ratings?
No, you
Well,
would, but you
like
would
they
also get a lot of
say-
backlash for it.
like they
Well,
say,
you get a
any
lot of backlash,
exposure
but,
is
like,
good exposure.
How much backlash would you get?
Honestly, I feel like Barstool would be the ones to do it, but they probably can't now because their Barstool isn't just Barstool. They got bought out by a national corporation. So
All
now
media.
they're
But you also
corporate.
look at the sponsors
Yeah.
they got. They got like Pepsi on there. They
Yeah,
got
they're
like a bunch of
corporate. They're
those.
corporate, so they can't exactly go for OJ now
Yeah, like
either.
2-3 years
Yeah,
ago.
that's true.
So, but like his analysis on football is actually pretty good, dude. He played for a shit ton of years.
Yeah.
He's actually really smart with his takes. He just happened to kill 2
people.
The comment section of all his tweets are just always like the same jokes. So it's like he's like, "You're killing it, OJ." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like,
That's
yeah.
crazy how some
love
people can get away with shit like that.
But
You want to tell us that one story? You want to tell it for the next one? Since we're still a little bit on the
we
Roni
should-
virus.
no, I think we're kind of like I think we kind of beat the drum on the coronavirus.
All right, what
What
else
about
we got?
what are we on time?
We're at 32.
All right. So this is a story not about any of us. We don't know these people. None of us know these people. But it's one of the craziest stories I've ever seen on social media.
Yeah, this is the story I was talking about.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, this is fucking
So-
wild. Hold on.
What-
First of all, how did you encounter this story? How did you
So I follow a bunch of people on Twitter. I've been on Twitter. I've been
for
on.
anyone that doesn't follow Ed on Twitter, follow Ed on Twitter
Follow Ed on everything.
because Ed on Twitter is
Listen, I
the
don't.
funniest guy on Twitter I know.
Actually, well, okay. Twitter, like, I don't check Twitter daily, but, like, Snapchat's always...
Yeah, your
daily.
Snapchat is second.
And that shit, the advice you give to people on your Snapchat's pretty damn good. let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
tell
the
you, man.
advice.
I've used it before.
Text
It's
your-
actually worked.
use the last one. I thought the last one was pretty
So
good.
you found this on Twitter.
So my Twitter, my @name is @ed_peso PESO. I've been on Twitter since 2012, so I've been seeing a lot of shit
You've gone a little viral here and there.
here and there.
Horses in the back joke. I remember that one.
Yeah, that was bad. That was so corny, but it went viral. But so one of the dudes that I follow, he started tweeting about this story, and this story is about a girl. Her name's Gabby. It's like @X Gabby, and if the X doesn't give you a hint that she's a adult actress, well, there you go. But so the story starts where this girl Gabby turned 18. 2 days later, maybe it wasn't even 2 days. It might have been 4 hours after she turned 18. She made an OnlyFans account. OnlyFans is a subscription service where it's basically Pornhub.
Which is our sponsor for today.
No, it's basically-
OnlyFans,
it's
if you want a sponsorship.
Dude, I think we've talked about OnlyFans like the past
Yeah, we
4
do
episodes.
talk about. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Because OnlyFans is a big joke thing
it's
on
like
Twitter.
it's like a Snapchat you can
fucking
pay for, but you don't get directly snaps. I think it's just you can watch videos of someone that posts, and it's
They're basically
exclusive
nudes.
content.
Yeah.
It's just
You have to be super horny to pay for this. And I think because people pay for this because maybe it's more quote unquote intimate because it's
Right,
like
you
more
get-
personal.
and a lot of the times like
So it's
the
kind of
girls-
sad.
yeah,
Kind of
like-
sad that
Yeah.
people pay for these.
And like the girls that like promote their shit on OnlyFans
Hey, good
that
for
are
them.
from Instagram, you think you're gonna
Good for them.
fully see the naked girl on the
Sometimes you do.
OnlyFans. Sometimes you don't.
But good for them. They're getting their money and they're suckering sad, horny men for their money. So this girl made a lot of money real fast on OnlyFans. So she started flexing how much money she was making on Instagram Live. Then she flew out to Texas, to Dallas, Texas. I don't know where she's from, but it was a $500 flight. So obviously she doesn't live close to Dallas, Texas.
And Ed is wearing a Dallas
That was coincidence.
And he has a fucking Texas sticker.
So she flew out to Dallas.
You know her?
No, I don't know her.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Biggest fan.
All
So she
right.
flew out to Dallas to have sex with this rapper. I haven't heard his music. I think
Do
probably.
you know the rapper's name?
It's
Ed Peso.
on Instagram. His Instagram is @Summers.
Peso Posse.
At Summers.
@Summers.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. He's probably like a up and coming rapper,
Up-and-coming
maybe
SoundCloud.
okay.
SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah. So
not okay.
Flies out $500 to Dallas to have sex with this rapper. They hook up. She's spending the night. The next day, so this happened on Friday. Then on Saturday, she goes to Instagram Live just talking some wild shit. And then she starts saying the N-word. And then someone in the comments section on IG Live is like, stop saying the N-word. You're not black. And then she was like, I can say whatever I want. Who's going to check me? Someone checked her. There was other people, like the rapper who was like staying with, he didn't like that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then another girl that came over beat her ass. So then she got kicked out of the house. So she didn't have anywhere to stay Saturday night. She faked having the coronavirus. Because in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, there's like shelters for people with coronavirus to get tested.
Right.
And so they're not contaminating anybody else. So she faked having the coronavirus, spent the night there, somehow got out, and then went back to the rapper's house to apologize and ended up looking real sad. This was all on Instagram Live too, so social media is kind of a cancer at that point. They're putting on to the world all the L's they're taking over the weekend. So,
Jeez.
But continuing on. So it's just her on Instagram Live begging to come back in the house. It's real sad. And the rapper's like, nah, get the fuck out of here. So apparently he fucked this girl while he had a girlfriend. So this rapper's a real scumbag, whatever. But then again, when you're a rapper, I feel like, why would you have a girlfriend? You're going to bang groupies, whatever. But so as soon as he closes the door on her, he breaks his window and on Instagram Live. And then his girlfriend gets out of the house, starts clocking her. It wasn't even close. Beating her ass.
Holy shit.
And then for some reason she then her top was went off. Her tits are hanging out while she's getting her ass beat. The cops come. This was in a different Instagram Live clip. The cops come because to break up the fight, obviously. She gets arrested while her tits are hanging out. She's resisting arrest still.
She hot?
Yeah, let me show you a picture. But
let me show you a picture real quick. Let me show you her Instagram Live.
She might be suspended on Twitter. Actually, no, she's not.
This is recent, right, too?
Yeah.
Yo, how much money did she make? Did she say?
I didn't get a number, but enough to flex on Instagram and to fly herself out to
man.
Dallas as an 18-year-old for $500, and it was no big deal.
Should we plug her?
No, we're not plugging her.
No,
this is social. This is one of the downsides of social media where people are just.
Oh my gosh.
It's a cancer sometimes.
We gotta start a section of this show that just trashes on people in
She
social
does look
media.
trouble.
Yeah. The fact that she made an OnlyFans 2 days after turning 18 is.
Yeah, she just gives you a
trouble.
heads up of what type of person she is.
Yeah, but gets her ass. So basically, it was her from Friday to Sunday, just straight L's.
I mean, if a girl's got a face tat, you already know.
So straight L's, dude. And
L after L after
L after L, paying $500, gets kicked out, fake the coronavirus to sleep in a shelter because you don't have a house to sleep in at that night because you're $500 away from home.
Right.
And then you get arrested. And then now she got out because I guess she had enough money from OnlyFans to pay off her bail. And then now she's just back on Twitter. Actually, let me see what her last tweet was. Hold on.
God is good.
Fuck, dude.
But that was her last tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe second to last tweet.
Which one?
God is good.
Oh, God's good.
Or God is good, man, or something like that.
Yeah, God is good, man. That was 2 days ago. That was Yeah, so she got out of jail the same Sunday.
Tweeted it. That shit's crazy. You know, sometimes they do all that stuff for clout.
And
get
then
like a lot of attention to them.
Well,
and,
now she's famous
well, yeah, that's what I'm
in
saying.
some way.
she got 41.k followers just for being an OnlyFans girl.
If you're listening to this, hit us up and we'll get you on the Bueno Boys podcast.
Oh, she's not Mexican. She's Dominican, Puerto Rican.
If there's any ladies with OnlyFans accounts
Her last
in
tweet.
Michigan.
Her last tweet is her saying the N-word. So.
Oh well.
Hey, one more thing.
Wait,
And-
she tweeted that?
No, she just tweeted her like last tweet was. So she said, "God is good." The next someone replied, "Welp, looks like I'm atheist now." And then she replied to that tweet saying,
Oh, with
"No
the-
one cares."
And then,
N-word.
okay. Oh, what?
Dumbass. Hey
Dude,
man, if you're
I
not
don't
black,
know.
like, don't say it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's just. Yeah.
It's just trashy. I don't know. I don't like
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just.
Weird culture thing in Michigan, dude. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
But
I've seen Latinos in like urban areas in Texas and California. They say it, and some of the black dudes they hang out with, they're cool with it. But like, I do whatever you want. I'm not offended by it because I'm not black. But if I'm with my boy and he's offended, then hey,
Amen.
take it easy.
I'm gonna
Like,
beat your
just
ass.
don't say it.
Right.
Just don't say
Yeah,
it.
exactly. But if you're a lady in Michigan, with an OnlyFans account, we'd love to have you on the show and interview you. So if you're listening,
If you're listening.
come on board.
What else we
won't
got on board
We won't
today?
put you on blast. It's okay.
Just your link. What else we got on today's pod? I'm trying to think what else happened on the weekend. Other than that,
Little
I'll tell you
Uzi
something
finally
happened.
dropped his fucking album after 3 years. Did you listen to it? Or do you like Little Uzi? First of all,
I'm gonna have to say I don't like Lil Uzi, dude.
what about you, man?
I don't mind Lil Uzi.
Did you listen to his new
like,
album?
I listened to a little bit. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I gave it a lot of play. At first, I wouldn't say disappointed, but like you wait 3 years, you're expecting something special. It's grown on me. It's really good. And then he's putting out the deluxe album where I don't know. The deluxe album might be like for real deluxe.
Dude, I
like
don't know
he
how
might add
rappers do
about.
that.
Is this his first
He
album?
might
No.
It's his
No.
second like
Official studio.
Yeah.
official studio album. But
I liked two
the
or three of his
reason
songs.
he took so long to release because people kept leaking his shit. Like
Yeah, that's true.
people kept hacking his computer and then leaking all the songs, and some of the people were like thought some of the leaked songs were gonna be on the album. Nah, he's not dumb, but they might be on the deluxe version because a lot of people already heard them.
Yeah.
I don't listen to leaks because one, I don't want to get viruses on my computer. Second of all,
Right.
and second of all, I don't know. I don't want to. I want to just wait for the official
you wanna
release because
spoil
sometimes the leaks are just shit quality too. So
The only time I'll get leaks is if it's like a really good song, and because I want to be the first person to DJ at a party. So I want to like beat everybody
and I
else.
don't-
Like,
it's-
oh, like
it's
what
always
song is
rappers
that?
get their music leaks. Do EDM artists get their music leaked? I feel like
No, you just hear it on like festivals and clubs that they've played, so you just hear
You
snippets
get
of it.
IDs,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is like what
Pop artists
It's like they don't- it's,
Even
yeah,
pop,
just a
artists,
non-identified.
pop artists don't get their shit leaked either because I don't know. Maybe they're more
I don't think anyone really cares.
They're more label.
they're smarter about their stuff. I don't know. I
They're
guess
more
rappers are dumb.
like they're
Like,
more
Dude,
label
People
orientated.
don't really care about getting pop songs for leaks.
The thing is, like, their label doesn't. They're
That
out
too,
there
yeah.
making sure that they're like they have lawyers to make sure that shit like that doesn't get filtered out.
So Little Uzi dropped.
I gotta
What?
listen to it, man. I gotta listen to more new music. You always hitting me with the new stuff, and I'm just here, fucking just kind of hearing the names and the albums, but I don't listen to it. I just like Lil Uzi. I don't know, dude. I feel like his stuff that I used to listen to, which like was like some of the first stuff he dropped.
Yeah. You were a little bit younger back then.
But like, tell me some of the name of the songs.
So it's about 18 songs. My favorite songs are probably Prices, Homecoming, and Silly Watch, probably.
Okay.
And at first I was gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10, but it's grown on me. It's definitely a 8.5 out of 10 on the Ed Peso music scale.
Yeah.
And Janae Aiko dropped an album too.
See, I'll probably listen to that before I listen to that.
Dude, I was simping. You know what simping means?
Is it like you're a little sad and
And like
you get in the feels?
You're in your field. You can Urban Dictionary if you need to, bro. But I was simping listening to it. But when I was listening to it, that's when Lil Uzi tweeted out, "Eternal Take out now." I'm like, oh, thank God. I needed something to get me out of my feelings.
Ed is vibing in the car. You also did your little Drake and drive after the party on
Saturday.
Yeah,
man.
I'm sitting there driving Ed home. I'm like, he probably would want some Drake and drive right now. So I went back to Take Care album. I think that's the album.
Yeah, man. I was playing Shot For... Dude, Shot For Me is the best sad song on that. It's not Marvin's Room. Shot For Me is different, bro. Oh, my. I'm thinking about it now.
back to Ed Peso. Saw you posted the album art cover, bro.
Oh yeah.
You got any names for the album dropping or what?
No, not yet, bro. Tahine Chronicles is a
Tahine Chronicles. Sad boy Peso.
Sad boy
Peso.
Oh
my god.
All right, I actually have to ask you this question.
That.
What's up?
Where did Peso come from? Because you came in with that since before I even knew you.
I do. A lot of people from high school ask me how I got the nickname, but I just kind of say that it happened. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm just gonna say what once and for all how this nickname happened. So in high school, I was having a debate with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Just ran. It was me, like one-off conversation. One of my friends. I was just like, you ever think about how people get their nicknames? Like, do people just give it to them? Can people just make up their own nickname and it just sticks?
Right.
And like, nah, dude. There's no way people can just give themselves a nickname and it'll stick. And I'm like, guarantee you, I'll give myself a nickname and it sticks. And he said, okay, fucking go. So it was basically a social experiment. I was like, I'm literally just gonna put on Twitter, Peso. Guarantee you, people start calling me that with zero question about it.
So you changed your handle, or
I just changed the name, and I tweeted a lot in high school, bro. Like I tweet maybe every 2 days. Sometimes I might tweet 3 times in a day if I'm really feeling it. But in high school, I tweeted everything, and that's where I got the bulk of my. Like I'm about like 1.2K. Mm-hmm. I'm not sweet on Twitter, but like I want to get a
loyal fan base.
I want to get up there, but since I tweeted so much, people just started calling me Peso, and they didn't even question it. And I'm like, and then a couple weeks later, I'm like, told you. I told my boy, I told you, man. It's really not that hard to give yourself a nickname. People won't even question it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. I was maybe a freshman in high school. I had like a bunch of other nicknames that were like just stupid because like I was like known for playing basketball in high school. Mm-hmm. So my nickname was like Brown Baller. Since I'm Mexican, they call me Border Baller. I'm like, these are fucking lame, dude. I'm gonna have to change these up.
Yeah, you're lucky that you don't have like an easy last name because it's usually just your last name.
Yeah.
Because like like everyone calls me by my last name. That's it, you know.
Oh, like
a lot of people don't even call me by my real name. They call me by like, dude, I have so many. I'll literally name off all the nicknames. I have Dro, Ali.
I don't like that one.
Lidio. That was just
Lidio's good. Yeah. Bro, hey, the first time I met Alejandro, he didn't introduce himself as Dro or Alejandro. He said, "I'm Alex. Nice to meet you."
Okay, so
and now I'm so mad about it. I was like, who the fuck is Alex?
So my name is Alejandro, and that's like the American way to say it because it's
I know, yeah.
Alejandro. Yeah. But I don't like telling my people my name because I don't want them to be like, wait, what is it? And then try and like, Alejandro, oh, it's like that Lady Gaga song.
Hey, okay, it's 2020. I don't think, do people still say that shit? Like
yeah, bro. Like I still fucking, yeah.
Lady Gaga has that much clout still?
Oh, Lady Gaga made a song about you. Alejandro. They start doing that shit. So here's my, hold on. So when I'm introducing myself to a dude, you're getting hit with the hard Alex. When I'm introducing myself to a girl, this is before I had a girlfriend, I would hit him with the Alejandro because then it would be like a good conversation starter.
Smart.
And then they know your boy's foreign.
So are you telling me the first time you met Margaret?
So I wouldn't. Yeah, 100% when I first time met Margaret. But I wouldn't even say it like. Hey, my name's Alejandro. I'd be like, hey, my name's Alejandro. And then oh shit, waterfall.
I'm sick.
So
so are you saying I should stop introducing myself as Ed?
Yes,
I'm Eduardo.
Bro. Yes.
I'm Eduardo.
It gives them that hint, like, foreign boy.
Foreign boy. Tongue?
I can't do it. I can't do it off top like that. It has the coming conversation.
And then when they ask me, what's your full name? And if I hit him with the full name, then it's over. Alejandro Cesar Dorantes.
Oh my God.
I'm picking you up in a white horse.
Hey, you're giving me game right now. I'm thinking.
Yeah, bro. Listen, introduce yourself with your full name if you're foreign, because let's just say a lot of girls like foreign boys.
That's different. I can't believe I never even thought of that. It's that easy, dude.
Yeah, and then that would strike up a conversation like, oh, where are you from? Do you speak Spanish? Lady Gaga, this and that. And then you would just be like, yeah, 100%. And then it would just like strike up a natural conversation instead of like,
if you introduce yourself that maybe it's like you're around your age or maybe a couple of years older, they'll probably think of that song. But say you introduce yourself to someone that's like here at Oakland, it's like that's 20 years old, maybe 18.
They won't know the Lady Gaga song.
They might or they might not.
But they might not like
be so think of it right away.
Yeah.
Think of it right away.
Yeah.
Dude, it was actually the worst fucking year of my life when that shit came out, dude. People would text me, yo, tune into 955, or they would play it at work. They would just play it everywhere, dude. Like, it'd be so annoying for a full year. So, Lady Gaga, you owe me money, okay?
So, to anyone listening right now,
settlement.
I think it might be too late in the game for you if you're around me and Dro's age. Like I'm 22, I'm sorry, what's your name?
27.
So Dro's 27.
Old ass, man.
If you try to give yourself a nickname somehow in the same fashion
It's too
that I
late.
did, it's too late. It
Your
won't happen.
nickname starts at 18.
Man.
Your
If
nickname-
anything.
Maybe
I'd say even before, but
If
you
you're
could
like still
still
in
cut off at
college,
18. Yeah.
if you're still in college listening to this, you still have a shot. If you're in high school, 100%, middle school, and you're on social media, 100%. It's not that hard. I don't know.
nickname used
Maybe
to be
maybe I
Snacks in high
lucked
school.
out, and maybe people thought I was like.
You can get lucky though, and you can have 2 nicknames, and one
Yeah.
of them is worse than the other, and then you're able to drop one.
I mean, some people have
Like, when
nicknames
you
because
move
of like
or
something
whatever.
embarrassing that happened, or like.
I used to be called
Yeah.
Snacks in high school because I would sell snacks out of my locker room. So I would go to Costco, buy wholesale snacks, and instead of selling them for $1, I'd sell them for 75 cents. And I'd always have a box with quarters to give them back the quarter. And this is how I used to make my money because you couldn't get snacks in between, only in lunch hours. So I'd have kids coming up to me at 8 in. Yo, dude, can I get some berry Skittles? I got you, fam. And I also used to fix mechanical pencils. Don't even fucking
awesome.
ask. So I used to be
Bro.
called Snacks.
This is
Bro Bean Snacks.
This is high school circa 2010, dude.
I
Bro,
can't.
2010,
2008. I'm not even
20,
fucking
2008,
saying mine, dude.
bro.
Is that when you started high school? 2008.
I started 2006.
My word.
Mine
Oh,
wasn't even
my.
snacks, dude.
6
I
to
was
10,
a
yeah.
snack. Like I was like
They called you Snack?
No, they called me like it was. Dude, I
Not
hate
bad
my
joke,
name.
bad
No,
joke.
I hate the name, dude. But when I played lacrosse, they used to call me Cheeto
Cheeto.
Because of hair.
because I have red hair.
Hey,
For
if,
the
you have, if
listeners-
you have red hair, it's like
for the
almost a given
listeners.
that you're gonna have something
Such
related
a
to your.
fucking bitch, dude. So I was able to
Yeah.
get rid of that
You're
one.
called Hot Cheeto now on the show.
Is
better than Cheeto,
Zoo texted you though?
Yeah. So
He knows
should we
his
let
name.
him know? Yeah. So
Yeah.
next week is St. Patrick's Day. Probably one of my favorite holidays, to be honest with you. Who doesn't
Great
love
one.
just getting shitted in the middle of the day
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and just celebrating something that you don't even fucking.
They're not
Like-
gonna cancel any St. Patty's Day stuff because of Rona.
No, I think we'll
they
still be
better
fine.
fucking not,
But
dude.
so we're recording 2 podcasts. If you're listening to this right now, we obviously recorded the next week podcast. So if you tune in to next week, it was recorded a week before. If you're listening to the second one that we're gonna record, and we're gonna have a special guest. So on the next podcast, we're gonna have Zoo. We'll just give you guys that name. If he wants to introduce himself and let himself be known as something else,
Yeah, well.
then he will tell you guys. But how much time are we at right now?
We're at 52.
Oh, perfect.
Do you want to wrap it up on this one? We
I
know you
wanna-
don't wrap it up.
Jake,
but-
I've been looking at your arm the entire time, almost the entire time. Do you want to talk about this? I think we should save it for the next pod.
we could save it for the next pod, but
so we have something to talk about.
You want to
Yeah.
lead it into this one, and then Zoo can rip me apart too.
Okay,
There you go.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
We'll save.
I'm
it.
sure Zoo's got something stupid to say about it.
So if you're listening to this podcast, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate every single one of you that let us know that you tune in. So if you do listen to this, send one of us a screenshot or anything. You can find me at Aledro 3_ on Instagram, and you can find Ed at.
Twitter is at ed @ed_peso. Instagram is @ed_Grijalva. This is tough to spell. GRIJALVA. This one's on video. Our last pod was also on video. It will be uploaded as well.
We'll have
eventually.
a YouTube going,
Eventually,
and we
Yeah.
promise
We'll get them there.
we promise to have an Instagram account by the time you listen to the next episode.
Oh, we have an Instagram account.
We
Where's
have
My
the Where's My Brew.
Wait, but he has other pods too. I have to
we
make
can
it.
have a couple
Okay.
other podcasts.
Yeah, I guess we never really introduced Jake. Jake is our producer.
We introduce him. We always just do it at some point during the
Yeah.
pod. Yeah, Jake's the producer.
Jake's the
Shout out
producer,
Jake.
so he's the one
Camera's
that does
looking at me
all this
probably.
stuff for us. And he has Where's My Brew Media House,
Yeah, Where's My Brew Media House is the kind of like the company, the
Of
media,
where he hosts
literally
all
the
these
media
podcasts.
house of where all the podcasts are.
So, but we'll have a Bueno Boys Instagram coming up, but yeah, make sure you guys follow that. And that's pretty much it. I think next episode, you guys are probably gonna be all shithouse drunk because it's gonna be the St. Patty's episode.
Parting words. Stream Little Uzi. Stream Little Baby. Stream Bad Bunny. Let's get it.
Oh, that Bad Bunny album hits.
Bad
but-
Bunny. You finally listened to it?
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
Okay,
That's gonna be it.
We'll end on that one.
All right. So Zoo, is he up there?